So today you're calling us from Minneapolis.
Yeah.
And how do you stay warm in Minneapolis?
Long johns and my winter flip-flops.
Okay, so you do wear some shoes occasionally.
Well, if it's really cold, I put on my flip-flops. The other day we played Madison Square Garden, and it was the middle of a snowstorm. And so I put on socks with my flip-flops on that day and just tried to stay out of the slush.
Okay, Michael Franti and socks and flip-flops, that's quite a look.
It's quite a look. You know what's even worse, to make the top off the entire look, is that I have socks that have toes in them, like little, 10 toes, so that they could fit in the flip-flops.
No, you do not.
Yes, I do.
Okay. You need to sell a line of those, like a Michael Franti line of toe socks.
They're so horrible looking, I don't want to wish them on anybody.
You know what it reminds me of? When I was growing up, I had Bay City Rollers toe socks. They were like rainbow colors.
Yeah. With the multicolor stripes going up, like kind of,
You know exactly what I'm talking about, don't you?
I know exactly what you're talking about.
Michael Franti, you are so edgy, and your love of the Bay City Rollers. Obviously, we didn't call to talk about toe socks. We called to talk about, wow, your career. I mean, obviously, Spearhead, hugely successful, but it seems like in the past 2 years, just you guys have been blowing up.
Yeah, it's been a big leap for us. We had never had a song in the top 20,000 before, and this last summer we had our first song in the top 20. And over the last 10 years, we've constantly toured, and so we had a really big, fan base that would come out to our shows, and suddenly it just like exponentially blew up, and now we're out on tour with John Mayer and playing places like Madison Square Garden every night.
So what's that like? Now you're on the road with John Mayer, and I know you guys were out with Counting Crows this summer?
Counting Crows, yeah. With John's tour especially, we're playing in front of 10,000 new people every night, and so it's really fun.
Well, I know you do so much for so many people, and I want to know about Half the Sky on Thursday night. I know you're doing a show Thursday night, but is it sort of like a multi-city screening?
It's called Half the Sky Live, actually, and it's an event that's put on by CARE for International Women's Day. There's the book Half the Sky that people may know about, which is all about women who are triumphing over poverty all around the world. The event takes place in 500 movie theaters nationwide, and it's there's film. I'm joined by actresses Maria Bello and Marissa Tomei. There's also live music performances by India Arie and Diane Birch and Angelique Kidjo, and the director of CARE, Dr. Helen Gale, is going to be also presenting. And it's really a powerful, uplifting night to learn about how educating girls and women in impoverished nations is the key to eradicating poverty. We're
going to put the website up so we can link everybody so they can get more information, but that's so cool that you're a part of it. So you're going to be watching it from Nebraska?
Yep, we'll be in Nebraska.
With your toe socks?
With my toe socks. Probably not with my toe socks. I only do that in the snow. I got to get some Bay City Roller socks like you. If I had those, I'd rock them everywhere I went.
Well, you know what? You're coming here March 17th, and maybe I can find a way to find some and get them backstage to you. That'd be hilarious. Now, we're excited for your show on the 17th with John Mayer. Obviously, we play your music. We play his music. I know you're on the road a lot, and we found out that Facebook's one of your favorite websites.
Yep, I'm on Facebook pretty much 3 or 4 or 5, 6, maybe 10 times a day.
Okay, now I want to know.
Yeah.
Facebook is a time sucker, and we want to know that a big rock star like Michael Franti is like a voyeur like we are. Are you looking at other people's pictures? And
of course, you got to, look at other people's pictures. What are the weird things that people say, the funny videos that they put up. And every day on tour, we make a vlog, somewhere between 3 and 5 minutes of video that we shoot around the venue, and I'd say about 75% of it is really silly, behind-the-scenes stuff.
Well, we're looking at it right now. I love the name Fran TV.
Fran TV, that's it. So when you come to the show in Atlanta, after the show, I always go down into the audience and hang out and talk to people, and that's usually when we interview people for Fran TV. So if you want to be on it, come down there and just look for me down in the front of the stage.
Oh, we will. And that must freak people out because they just saw you and you're like, oh my God, what are you doing here?
Yeah. It's been a tradition of mine since I first started playing music. music. It seemed weird to me going to concerts that a band would sneak in the back door and they'd play on stage, and then they'd sneak out the back door and they'd never meet the people that they played for. And so I've always just jumped off the front of the stage and said hello to the people that come to the show, and it's a great way to learn about, what people like and what songs that they weren't feeling. And
meanwhile, you were sexy before this interview. Now you just said that, and we're like, oh my God, Michael Franti, that's so cool. Well, the song "Say Hey, I Love You" is just everywhere, and it's been in the film, and I know it was in the trailer for the movie Valentine's Day.
Did you see the movie, man?
I haven't seen it, but that's pretty awesome exposure, huh?
It was great, and actually, sometimes you have a song in a film, and you don't usually get to see the whole film before you commit to those things. They usually just show you like a scene, or sometimes they'll send you the script, or sometimes they won't send you anything. I went to see that film, and I was so impressed. I thought it's going to be kind of a, sleazy, romantic comedy. But I cried 5 times in the movie. I was really touched by it, and it's got this cast of everybody's in it, like Taylor Swift and Ashton Kutcher.
So
woman, what's her name?
Julia Roberts is in it.
All these people, and Jamie Foxx, and so it's this ensemble cast, and it's kind of like that film Love Actually, which I saw 6 times. On every flight that I was on for that year. I think that film was on. I watched it every time, and I cried every time.
Michael, every girl in the room right now is okay, he plays music, he does great things for charity, we wear toe socks, and we've seen Love Actually 6 times. Every time I play Say Hey, I Love You, my phones light up. Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? Who is that? So
oh, that's awesome.
It's just, that is the feel-good song of the decade.
Keep it rocking. I wrote that song in Woody Harrelson's bathroom.
Really?
I was at Woody's house, and he was like, Michael, stay here while you're recording. So I'm going to be gone for a couple months. And so I was in his bathroom, and I put a few chords on my iPod player, and I'm listening back to these chords in the shower. And all these words start flowing. And when you get this creative inspiration, you have to go with it. So I'm thinking, oh no, where can I write these words down? So I write the words down on the steam in the shower on the window, and I get out. I'm feeling really successful, I got that one figured out, and standing there naked, dripping wet, as the words slowly start to evaporate, and I panic. And so I take a picture of it with my little phone cam and put it in my computer, but it was all inside out and backwards, so I had to have a friend talk me through it on the computer. I can manage Facebook, but flipping a picture in Photoshop is like landing a 747.
Right.
And so I finally get it turned inside out, and Woody calls me, and I'm sitting on Woody's toilet, and he's like, how's the songwriting going, Michael? And I said, I think I wrote a hit song in your bathroom. He goes, is it a number 1 or a number 2? And so that was Say Hey. That's the story behind it.
That is an amazing story. And now, he must be so proud of you.
Oh, I told him back then, I said, Woody, if it goes platinum, I'm buying you a platinum toilet seat. And we just passed platinum. So no, I got to buy that. I think I'm going to buy a toilet seat and put spray paint it silver or something.
You actually have to get a platinum toilet seat for Woody Harrelson. That is a hilarious, hilarious story. I'm kind of never going to listen to that song the same way again, but then I will picture you naked in the shower, so everything's sort of, cloudy or steamy, I should say.
Yeah.
Okay. This is where the interview gets really awkward. All right, Michael.
All right. Okay, take care. We'll see you all in Atlanta.
We'll see you in Atlanta. Have fun in Nebraska.
Yeah, Nebraska.
Great talking to you, and I will definitely try and meet you when you're in town. We're huge fans. Michael Franti and Spearhead. Rock it out. Great talking to you today.
You too. Take care.